See if this helps. Maybe you guys can hear me okay. I know that probably no one's going to jump on. I don't mind particularly. I just thought I will probably have to I'll just type it in the chat. Sorry about camera using a dodgy one and has a weird semi-circle around it. There we go. That way, no one has to ask me the questions. I don't know why the camera does this. It's just done it since the computer's been there. Like I said, I know practically no one's going to really jump on. I don't expect anyone to jump on. And there will be if anyone does, there might be some muted breaks in between just because of the sake of, yeah. A lot's happening at the moment. And I've done everything I can to take my mind off it, and nothing has worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put not so much. Can I put a link to this stream? I'm going to do it on a couple of the chat sites I'm with. See if anyone's interested in jumping in, you know. I'm not on for like too long, just trying to keep distracted for everything. And it's going to be funny because I'm going to have to re-explain this soon anyway. Right, so let's go to library. Let's go to my videos. It should say that I'm streaming. Hey, there we go. Now let's share. Let's share this on Facebook. Quite a few things I would like to talk about. You know. Okay, so let's. Okay, so I'm sharing this to Facebook, but I'd like to share this to groups. See what? No, I'm going to share this to some groups. I don't know how to share this to any groups. Let's just see. Wow, I thought I'd be able to like share this on some groups, but nope. Okay. Wow. Right, let's see what I can do here. See if I can jump in on my own live stream for a second. Let's see if I can. Is there any way to like? Just want to. I tried doing that already. I want to share this. Right, let's dig. I have no idea how to like share this on any groups. I'm trying my best. I thought I would try to take my mind off the thing, but I'll just try through here. Let's see what I can do. Right, I won't be on the screen for a second because I'm just sorting something out. This stupid time to try and do it as well because everyone's going to be busy and stuff. It's the weekend. I really want to do this because I'm going through quite a bit, and I thought it'd be nice and easy. I just thought it'd be like nice and easy to do, to take my mind off things. I haven't streamed for so long, and You know, obviously I don't owe an explanation, but you know what I'm like. I'll give an explanation, and literally no one is around right now. That's why if I can find a way to put this on some of the sites and just say, ask me any like movie questions or anything that you guys specifically would like to see, maybe in future. I don't know anymore. I'm just at the moment I'm trying to find a way to do this. I'm struggling like crazy. Wow, I no one wants to join. Anyone? Like just in the chat at least, just someone to talk to for a bit. I really don't want to. I don't really want to be sitting here on my own, you know. No, I'm not feeling too good. I'm not. Alright, let's try this then. Right, let's go to. Let's go to my page, my channel. Go to my own live stream. And let's just mute it there so it doesn't embarrass me. Right. Okay, so let's do this. No thing. Okay, that's that one person who joined in is me. Let's do this. Let's copy link address. There we go. There we go. Right, let's do this now. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get some people to jump in. All right. Hey, I am live right now. Any movie, Blu-ray, or 3D questions? Come join in. Oh look, there we go. Right, post. That's on one group. Now let's go to the second group. I'm just seeing if we can get. Let's see if I can get anyone to jump on. Live. Movie. Blu-ray. Three. Questions. Wow. Post. All right, so I've posted them now, and we'll just see if anyone wants to tag along. See if anyone does want to jump in. Let's just sit back a bit. Let's just relax. Because I'm not well, got crap going on, and I need a distraction. Really big distraction. But just in case anyone who watches this that hasn't joined in or doesn't join in, you know. Oh, yay, Sasha. Oh, thanks for joining, man. I was just explaining that there may be some muted moments due to phone calls that I'm expecting, but I really needed to do the stream. There's a lot going on that I don't really particularly wish to go through, but just I need the distraction tonight. I really do. I really need the distraction from everything. So I apologize for the weird camera. The camera's been like this since Alice got her computer, but just I'm not even well. I've got a sore throat. I could really hardly speak. It's just, I'm just, yeah. I just need a distraction. Oh. I meant to put dodgy one, and I think I put dog. I don't know if I put doggy or dodgy, or I don't know. Well, whatever it is, I'm not doing doggy. Thank you, Sasha. Really need it right now. I've had everything. I've had honey and lemon, hot orange, tea. Oh, I've tried everything. Just at the moment, I'm just emotionally and physically sick. Oh, I spent the past 2 hours crying on the phone to Samaritans. And weirdly enough, Samaritans Samaritans don't usually help. But it was nice. It was actually nice. Samaritans really, really did help. It was nice to have that conversation. Uh, right, I want to get into the emotional stuff at the moment. I've had 2 hours of that. So I want to just talk about movies. I need the one thing that keeps me happy, the one thing that keeps me sane. I recently watched the Godfather trilogy due to a challenge with Mental Movie Man. We both chose a trilogy. Oh, I can't. I'm struggling to breathe. He chose Godfather trilogy for me to watch, and I chose the Lord of the Rings trilogy for him to watch. I got the whole set in this nice little box for literally cheap. I mean, they didn't even like make a dent in the bills. It was quite nice, and it was sealed. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't feel the same way about those as I felt about Goodfellas. I will admit, I love The Godfather too. For some reason, that one made me enjoy it a bit more. The first one was a good film. I can see why it's a classic. It's quite calm and slow paced at some scenes, but then some scenes it's just quite fast, quite quick to the point. The third film, oh god, you could tell Pacino didn't even want to do that movie. Just kind of needed the money, I guess. I take you received those sleeve scans I sent. To be honest, mate, so much has happened. I don't even remember anything anymore. That's why I've not really done a video or like any live streams at all for ages. I said I don't. I'm literally pushing my voice to try and speak at the moment. I've not been able to talk properly for a few. Oh yes, sorry. Yes, I did. I did receive those. I did receive those. I do apologize. Thank you for sending me those. Oh, I'm just at the yeah. At the moment, everything's just jumbled in my head. But no, I definitely did get those. Thank you. But I did enjoy. I didn't. Yeah, I did enjoy The Godfather. I love The Godfather 2. I didn't like Godfather 3. Um, I can see why though. As I said, I can see why people find The Godfather the classics. I found a rewatched. Well, I found and rewatched my Lost Cliffhanger. Oh, nice. That's good. I still haven't actually seen Cliffhanger yet. I need to. I think I watched it maybe as a kid, but I don't remember watching it. Like, I don't really remember it up there. I remember Vertical Limit. No, that film I remember. I meant to say though, before I didn't do a video on it, I was gonna before I think in mid-January, early January, I got a very cheap Venom Blu-ray from the US way before its UK release date. Surprisingly cheap. It was just the disc. I didn't mind so much it being just the disc, to be fair. But yeah, I really want to get the 3D version. Venom is an okay movie from a standpoint. It takes a lot of getting used to, but it's a good film. I think it's all right. I'm really enjoying my paper that I found from Wilco's. The results are just they're so more professional now. They don't look as faded and stuff, and like the blacks are really dark, the colors are really bright and popping, so it looks like an actual printed sleeve. And I love that. Yes, I think that The Godfather is considered too slow for younger audiences. Maybe people nowadays don't seem to have it all. No, it's not. It's not that I found it as the film was too slow. But what I mean is it's quite calmly paced. It starts off like quite mellow. You know, you got the daughter's wedding. You got like everyone asking the Godfather for favors on the day of his daughter's wedding, and how he won't take the picture without his son. You know, the family have to be there. And the Godfather's not exactly a very terrifying man. He's not trying to come off as scary and intimidating. He's just kind of like, hey, look, you don't come to me as a friend. You come to me as asking for a favor when you hardly talk to me at all. So, you know, it's like, if you come to me as a friend, then maybe I'll be willing to help you with a favor. But you're coming to, and you're asking me to do something that I don't do. You're asking me to be something I am not. You know, it's like I don't just do these things for any reason. I do it because people ask me. They're my friends. So yeah, I respect that. The only reason why Godfather 2 hit me more is because I kind of like the ending of The Godfather up until Godfather 2. The fact that Michael was this calm guy who he didn't want to be like his family. He wanted to be just a normal guy, you know. He didn't want to be this gangster, you know, Don hitman kind of person. He just wanted to be Michael Corleone. And then with what happened to his dad and everything, Tom Hardy said in the interview that 40 minutes of scenes were removed. So the theatrical release is not the director's problem. Yeah, that's true. I know a lot of. I know Tom Hardy also had a breakdown on set and refused to film certain scenes because he said the script was absolute nonsense. And he refused to do the scenes unless the script was written in a better light. And I can totally understand that. If you're being paid to do a job, you want to be paid to do it well. you don't want to be paid to do a half-ass. And Tom Hardy is such a great actor that he doesn't want to mess up his roles. He wants to do a really, really good job. He wants to make the characters believable, and that's why everyone loves him. Watching your video, Sasha, video quality is a frick ton better than usual. I'm happy you've got the faster modem so you can do faster videos and better uploads and stuff. That's great. It's really nice to know. And I'm glad you're still doing the mail unboxings and stuff. Because I don't do videos anymore. I look forward to people like you, Kermit, Big Paul, you know, all the gang who do the Blu-ray collections and unboxings. I look forward to all you guys doing that because I don't do it myself anymore. So I need that thrill. So They Live and Prince of Darkness. Two films I still have never seen. I know you sent me But, I know you sent me the things with I know you sent me the digital overline, but I never really downloaded it. Or I didn't get a chance because by the time you'd done that, a lot of stuff kicked in and happened that I didn't have time to do anything, and all the stuff that I backed up went missing and lost. And then by the time I tried to re-download it, it said it no longer existed. That's what comes from recording with QuickTime Player. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, dude. It looks really good. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can see every individual hair on your face. You know, it's really good. It means if you have a messy dinner, we'll be able to see what you had next video. No, little bits of food. I'm trying to think of other things that I've watched recently. Not a lot. Oh, I did actually watch Exodus: Gods and Kings, and I watched it in 3D. And I know a lot of the time that I turn around and say like 3D improves a movie for me. Now the 3D was incredible, but I really enjoyed the story. I think Christian Bale is a fantastic method actor, and he was really convincing as Moses, and Joel Edgerton as Ramesses was brilliant, you know. And it was nice to see the John Turturro, the guy from Transformers and Mr. Deeds. It was nice to see him as a serious actor in as the Pharaoh King. You get thrills from my videos. That's cool. Yeah, I always look forward to watching your unboxings and stuff, man. It's nice. I'm nosy. I like seeing what everyone else gets when I can't get it. It's nice. It's nice to see. It's like that. Is it that Ingrid Bergman set you got? It was nice seeing you go. It was just so lovely to see. It was just really, yeah. It was just really lovely to see that set and to you go through it and everything. It was quite nice. I enjoy it. I'm for the life of me, I'm trying to think of other things I've seen. It's not. So there's not really been a lot. I know I told you that the Lethal Weapon 1 disc was sticking on a certain part, and it'd been like that since I first tried to watch it. It just kept freezing on the boat scene, and then it would skip like 10 minutes. I had to get a replacement so I could finally watch the film all the way through. The weirdest thing is that the replacement is rating aged 18, and it looks different. And I don't see how. But the disc from the set is a 15. I don't get it. I'm confused. But yeah, I had to get the replacement because I couldn't. I've had two troubles with two discs in the past 2 days. Lethal Weapon 1 and The Croods in 3D. I bought a German copy of The Croods in 3D for quite cheap. And when I put it in, it just kept freezing right at the beginning and I couldn't watch it. And I had to find a replacement copy. I got a refund for that one and I used the refund for the replacement copy. So it's pretty good. It's nice to be able to finally watch it. There's always when I always connect with John to Spike Lee and the Colonel films. So yeah, I like Oh Brother Where Art Thou. I think that's a great film. I don't have to say. I'm glad I got John Turturro's name kind of right. I guess I'm happy I kind of got that. I thought I'd butcher it somehow. I've got a whole January February collection update to do. It's meant to do January's like a few weeks ago, but it totally skipped. So much has happened. YouTube has completely just gone out of my mind. You know, I don't really focus on it as much anymore. I want to. It's hard to do with sore throats and sneezing and coughing and stuff like that. Oh, you must have the first Blu-ray of Lethal Weapon. The rating was lowered for the box set. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just walked into a shop and they had Lethal Weapon 1 on Blu-ray for £1. And I just thought, mine, it sticks. So I just thought I'd pick up the replacement while I was getting the replacement for Croods. Works. It's perfectly fine. It's just The only thing annoying now is now the first disc has a picture, and then the rest of the discs are all matching. So now I know it don't matter. I know it's there. I'm just like, it's irritating in a way, but no, I don't know. I was trying to think of more things that I've watched. I know. I mean, I started to watch the new remake of Blair Witch Project, but we haven't really got far on that. I bought a Blu-ray in a charity shop for £1 today. Oh, damn. Which one? Is it one in your video, or is it one you haven't shown yet? I'm watching your video here. This was it. The Deuce. Sounds like Stewie from Family. What the Deuce? Man. I've tended to have the volume lowered so you don't hear your voice from the TV on the stream, so you don't feel awkward. But I'm just watching you kind of like do this and stuff, and it's quite entertaining. And the best thing is, like, I can just make up words you're saying while you're doing it. So I can make up things that I would like you to say. For Rihanna alone, I got Battleship, not for Liam Neeson. I disliked him way before his recent troubles. Yeah, I mean, I think is I actually like Battleship. A lot of people give it crap. I think it's a good film. It's enjoyable. You know, when you just want to watch something really, when you don't want to focus on a really good story and you just want to watch something at random, it's a good choice. Liam Neeson's Trouble, though, I watched a video today. And I've got to give some level of respect to the man. I mean, he's owned up that he feels like crap for doing what he did and how he was really horrible for doing it and stuff like that, you know. And I give him credit. Not many people would own up. And this woman made a good point today on an interview. She said, it's not something that we found out. It's not something that we caught you on. It's something you turned around and admitted, and that how you've changed and how you would like people to change. So I'll give him credit for that. I know it's a stupid film based on a game, but that's the thing. I think it's a pretty good stupid film. I think is I find it okay. I don't know how many people are going to hate me if they watch this back. I find it just as entertaining as District 9. You know, I can watch them both and just still have a good night. So it's difficult. I enjoy it. I don't hate it. I know me and Alice also watched the Nightmare on Elm Street collection not too long ago. We was watching one a day, and she really enjoys them. Although she hates one of them, it's the one where I think it's like the dream, it's either the dream child or something like that. It's the one where the guy gets turned into the cartoon, like the comic book strip, the black and white, like, no. She said that was the most dumbest one that she's seen. But she absolutely loves the one where the kids from like the kids' home and like he's playing the game and the guy's on the screen doing this. And like Freddy's like, good graphics. Although I'm a massive fan for New Nightmare. That's out of all the Nightmare on Elm Street, that's my favorite. Why? Not because it could be real, because obviously you know, but because the elements are quite scary if you think about it. You know, like for an example, in New Nightmare, the actor or the actress was so scarred by playing Nancy that the slightest prank phone call could send her into a really bad fit. How Wes Craven was even saying that, like, hey, the reason I've written the script is because, you know, the real Freddy came to me and he is real. And, you know, like, it was really, really, really interesting. And I like that concept. I like the concept of playing a character for so long can actually could impact you on your mind. It's nice. It's nice to see a movie with such a fresh idea. It's nice to see a fresh idea. It was pretty good. But I've been really hating this whole Poundland Blu-ray crap though, because there's no Blu-rays in any of the Poundlands right apart from one, which is like an hour and a half away. And the only Blu-ray they had that I either don't own or that is crap was the remake of Blair Witch Project that I've not seen. I've only ever seen the original, so I guess it was nice to pick that up. Yeah, I'm hoping to start watching some more 3D films though, because I know 3D is dying out a lot faster than I would like it to. Plus, both my 3D TVs are having issues, and I would so like to get as much use out of both of them before they go, because I know once they've gone, I won't be able to find a replacement 3D TV unless it's from a second-hand seller online or unless I get PlayStation VR. I went into Poundland in Devon recently. You mentioned it so much. I thought of you. Oh, well, thank you. I do like Poundland. Poundland can usually be quite helpful, but the ones near me recently have just started to suck. There's just been like nothing. I even asked them. I say, "Hey, did you get any Blu-rays in? Because an hour and a half away, Poundland has some," and they're like, "Oh yeah, we've got one." They do. They have one, and the one that they have is One Direction in 3D live, and it's been there for about 4 months. It was originally £1 because Blu-rays are meant to be £2 now. They boosted it up. Hey Teresa, thanks for joining. Yeah, a lot of emotional and physical crap going on at the moment, but no, it's all good. All good. Oh, just trying to think. I've been watching a lot recently, and just trying to process in my mind the things that I have actually seen. I'm still being blasted for saying that Black Panther is my favorite Marvel film so far. Only reason I say so is because it is one of the most freshest Marvel movies to exist. Now, I will say, Thor Ragnarok is the best 3D Marvel film that I own. But Black Panther is the best Marvel film, in my opinion, at the moment. Hey, Culture Trini. Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, no, I didn't know that you can watch 3D Blu-rays with a PlayStation virtual reality headset. The fact that you can is pretty good because when I go to visit my family in London, my brothers have a PlayStation VR. So if a new release comes out, but I'm going to be in London for that week visiting family, I can still watch a 3D film. Speaking of Black Panther, today is Michael B. Jordan's birthday today. Oh, it's pretty good. It could be. I read counselling for the role of Eric Killmonger. Well, Eric Stevens, but Killmonger in the film. Apparently, he had counselling because playing that character who went through that much trauma apparently affected the actor because it was a lot of emotion for him to try and bring to screen. So that was pretty good. I mean, I like Michael B. Jordan. I will admit, I mean, my favorite character in Black Panther is Killmonger because he was right. You know, I mean, he had every right to be pissed. You know, I don't blame him for anything that he did. Being so young, you know, your father tells you who you are, where you come from, but you know, you don't tell anyone else, obviously, because you know, you don't want people to know. And then, you know, it's just great job, fantastic job, and I wanted him to win. He is great in the. I've seen this video about his progression as an actor, how he started off as a really young scrawny, then as a kind of teenage scrawny, and then he started getting bigger and buffer and bigger and buffer. He is in one of my favorite sci-fi films. I didn't know it was him at first. He's in one of my favorite sci-fi films of all time, Chronicle. And when I knew it was him, I was like, that's why I like him now. Because he was good in Chronicle. I like Chronicle. It's a great story. Great story. But yeah, um, it was really good. And I'm happy because I can now watch 3D trailers to movies on YouTube because my 3D TV helps put the images together. They're not Blu-ray quality 3D, but I tested it with Passengers. I watched the 3D trailer of Passengers, and then when I got the 3D Blu-ray, I watched it, and it's so close. Like the Blu-ray is obviously better, but the trailer was dead on close to how good the 3D was. And I saw a Captain Marvel one yesterday. And, hope. I just watched a film with my sister. And she kept saying, "Oh, it's him. Oh, it's her." Yeah, but my mum's similar. She turns around and goes, "Oh, that bloke, you know him. He's in that other film." And I'm like, "Which bloke?" She goes, him there, the one with the nose on his face." What? That's not helpful. As I explained at the beginning of the video, I am not well. Oh. I just also want to say the live streams aren't going to be a constant thing again. I just yeah. I'm very tired, but I can't sleep. And yeah, just want to do this. Even with James McAvoy starring, what Split? Did you watch Split? He says I just watched the film with my sister, and she kept saying, "Oh, it's him. Oh, it's her." Yeah. Did you watch Split? Split's a great movie. M. Night Shyamalan did a great job this one. I love Unbreakable, and Split was a fantastic sequel. Even though you didn't know it was a sequel until a certain point, but it was a fantastic sequel. It's a good movie in general as well. James McAvoy is an actor who's grown on me because he's just so dedicated to his work now. Although Michael Fassbender is also along there. Oh no, it was the disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. I have not heard of that one, nor have I seen it, so I do apologise. I do apologise. But James McAvoy is just him and Michael Fassbender are great actors together, but on their own, brilliant. Both fantastic. That's why I'm peed off that the Assassin's Creed movie was terrible, because to get such a great actor like Michael Fassbender and then to give him a script that's so weak and feeble, it's not fair. Because then his good acting looks over drama. It's fault. It's the script. Great film for 2012. I don't think it's ever had a UK release. Oh, that's probably why I've never seen it. Well, let's say just before the end of December, I watched Bumblebee. Now, for all those who don't like Transformers, fair enough. I understand why, especially after the last night. It was a big pile of poop. But Bumblebee had a really, really good story. And I think it's made the Transformer films. It's given hope. It's given hope. I'll put it that way. The story was not a typical Michael Bay story for Transformers. Bumblebee is still just as lovable as he was in the Transformers film. But the good thing about this was we got to see everything that we thought we'd never see. You know, I mean, we get to see the G1 Optimus. We get to see a proper version of Cybertron. We also get a decent balanced story between human and Transformer. We also get everything that we wanted from any kind of Transformer movie. Bumblebee wasn't bad. I enjoyed it. Thank you. It was. I was actually mildly impressed. I was going and thinking this is going to be a flop because apparently not a lot of people watched it. I think that's due to the last night soiling the Transformer name. But I noticed recently on Amazon that Transformers are doing a box set, a 4-disc Blu-ray box set of Bumblebee to Age of Extinction, and they're not doing The Last Night. Why? There's a good reason why. Bumblebee based on his first time to Earth, which was in the 80s. Now, in The Last Night, they show a scene of Bumblebee being around during the Hitler Nazi invasion and how he was helping wipe out the Germans and the Nazi party and whatever else. They've completely taken that from the story and said, no, we don't want nothing to do with that last film, nothing to do with the story. We're going for a prequel and we're going for a decent timeline where Bumblebee's first appearance was in the 80s, not then killing humans. I really like that. I like the fact that they're actually paying attention to not adding The Last Night to that sequence. It was good. It was nice to know that they were going with that approach. I look forward to seeing Alita at some point. I'm still also looking forward to watching How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. Love the first two, so the third one I'm hoping is going to be amazing. Especially when I see that one in 3D as well, because that would just look awesome. Yeah, so there's a lot of films that I'm looking forward to seeing, and a lot of films that I've enjoyed watching. And, I still haven't seen Solo yet, and I'm not eager to. There are alternate cuts, him and her from the individual viewpoints of the main characters. Eleanor Rigby and you. Okay, that's why I didn't get that reference then. Because when you're saying it's him, it's her, I was thinking of the characters in Split with like the main guy, then Hedwig, then Patricia. You know, like the character switch. See, now I've got Daz Black on my TV, but we watched the them version. Oh, my brain is boggled, man. I don't know what that means now. Now I'm all confused. I'm already in agony with my brain. You said that when they recognise that. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what I will do though. I'm going to run over there and I'm going to show you. Well, I'll turn the light on for a minute. Only for a minute because my head is pounding. But I'm going to show you if I can, this camera's stupid. I'm going to try and show you the Venom sleeve that I printed originally compared to the one that I've got now on that new paper. And you'll hopefully you'll see the difference. Let me just go grab it. Okay. No, I'm not Sasha, but in the end, I'm already ill. I'm already sick and stressed out, so being in front of a camera at the moment doesn't really matter. I'm going to pass out soon anyway, that's why I said the stream won't be long. I'm shattered, I'm ill, and I said this. One day soon, when things calm down, I probably will do a live stream about everything that's happened, why I've been away, why I've been off the grid, also why, just explaining everything. But at the moment, I really can't. But let me just try and show this. Right, it's going to be really bad quality, but that's literally the first print I did. I took this from a 4K version of the sleeve, so I couldn't find a 2D. Just removed all the 4K sayings and everything. But that's the first version I printed, and it's all the blacks are quite grey. It's very faded. It's just on plain paper. It's just on plain standard A4 paper. Now the problem was I couldn't find any glossy paper. I couldn't find any of my normal glossy shine paper. So I turned to Wilko's. And they had some glossy paper for £2.50. Or they had matte paper by the same company for £1.50. And I thought, yeah, okay. And then I'm trying to see if you can notice the difference. I will do an actual video based on this, but if you see this, and then I'll get the other one back. Oh, let me see. It's a very bad camera, I will admit. But that's the front of this one. Yeah, can you notice the difference? Like even with the back, it's a lot more clearer, a lot more standout. But try and work this out properly so you can see just the color difference of the sleeve. It's just a really big improvement, and I'm really enjoying this paper because it's working for all my Blu-rays. I mean, all the sleeves I wear, my Star Wars sleeves I used to have that look quite horrible. Now they look quite nice. I had to do a lot of re-sleeving and everything. I'm just really impressed with the results because on the shelf now, it just looks a bit more official, like a proper US release. And I'll show you, like, I got it for extremely cheap from a UK seller who had bought the US 4K. And he was just selling this for any price that anyone offered him at the time, and they offered him a really low price, and he just said, "Yeah, sure, okay." So it was quite nice to. Oh, you're out of glossy paper too, Sasha. Yeah, it sucks. The place I normally get mine from, which is usually Powerline, they haven't had any for months, and I didn't know where to get any from, so I just checked out Wilko's, and I know I don't know if you have a Wilko's near you, but look for I had the crap. Where is it? I mean, so you don't have to use it full time, but if you just want to see like the quality of the paper, I guess. The weirdest thing is, one side will give you a standard paper result, and that one side looks like a canvas material. That's the side that will give it a horrible look. You need to keep it on the smoother side. The smoother side gives it the right look. But yeah, what I'll do is probably at some point tonight when my phone's got a bit more charge, I can use a decent camera. I will do an actual video on my like the print quality, like compared to this sleeve, compared to the one that I'm using here, because I said you can only see like just a slight color difference, but on the actual, yeah, but you'll see on the video what I mean. Hey Eric, thanks for joining. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, the streams won't be too frequent as they used to be, but I had to tonight just to get away from some stuff. I'll just stick to the one that I use. The results are really yeah, no, that's stick to the ones you know. I was just saying like if you can't find the paper you want, it's only £1.50 from Wilco's. You could just check it out and see what you think. But like I said, I will do a video based on it because I've got them comic book Batman sleeves that I used to have, and honestly, compared to the paper prints that I did, oh, they look so much nicer now. Yeah, so it's quite nice to have. Yeah, it's really nice to have that difference. Oh, there's a film I watched now. Oh, I am ready to go on a rant about this now. I watched The Good Dinosaur in 3D. Now, for anyone who has seen The Good Dinosaur in 3D, that film should not be a Disney film. That film is twisted as shit. It's a twisted film. A very twisted film. It's not for kids. Me and Alice were like jumping at it, you know, like we had no idea what the hell to expect, but it was frightening, terrifying even. Oh. I haven't seen it, but a lot of the classic Disney is pretty twisted. Yeah, no, granted, I wouldn't admit that. No, yeah. 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 Disney has a sick, twisted sense of humor. You know, I mean, look at Up. When you start watching that film, and you think, "Oh, this could be great," and then it gets to that like 5 minute beginning, you know, with the baby and the funeral. It's like, oh my god, this is only the first like 2 to 3 minutes. This film's just already sent me into an emotional shock. But shit's not twisted unless you're doing something wrong. Yeah, like while everyone's taking a crap, they're doing a 360 on the toilet, giving it chocolate swirls. Murder, death, abuse, you know, Disney. And what is it with Disney killing dads, man? Have you noticed this? Disney loves to just off the father. You know? I mean, it's very rare cases. Hey, Jace. Thanks for jumping in. Oh, yeah, there's some sick, twisted. Disney needs some help, man. They need help. It's due to the backlash of Bambi's mom. Yeah, I know. No, I can kind of understand that, but so what? Bambi's mom gets killed, and then Disney goes, right, that's enough of that. Let's just start killing the dads. Or if one goes, they both must go. In Frozen's case, like I just don't get it. Don't get it. I'll go pick something up later. Okay. My cousin's husband, who only lives just down the road from me, basically, he was selling a bunch of his DVDs the other day, and amongst a picture of his DVDs, he had a Blu-ray. Now, I've never heard of this film, I've never seen it, but it's an Arrow release, and I asked him, would he accept £2 for it, and he said yes. Kind of glad that he did. I've seen the trailer, and it looks like such a terrible film, but it looks like it's going to be so bad that it's enjoyable. Now, anyone who has seen this, I'm open to an opinion. Let's see, I'll get the glare. The Incredible Melting Man. Now, the trailer I watched to this yesterday was hilarious. Like, there's genuinely a scene where you get this guy going, he gets stronger every time he melts. I was just thinking, like, what the crap? Oh, I've never seen it, but it has a pretty big following. Oh God, really? Is it that like bad but good, or is it genuinely that good? I just want taking you on a road trip. Yeah. I said, if for some reason it gets muted, it's because I've got an important phone call. Might have a couple tonight. It all depends, but yeah, I'm still streaming. I just mute it for a second to talk. Let's see. Lots of people love it for the cheesy B movie that it is. Okay, well, yeah, it kind of looks like it. I said, like, you see this nurse, she's like got these scratches down her face, and she's running down this corridor going, ah! Then she just randomly jumps out of a window and goes, ah! And then it freezes. And it shows this guy melting. And I said, it's that scene I saw in the trailer. It's just this guy on this back of a car guy. He gets stronger every time he melts. You'd be like, really cool. Let me try and read that again. I yawned. Oh, so I'm tired, but I can't sleep. If you like Roger Corman type stuff, you'll love it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if it's Roger Corman or not, but I mean, I've seen Toxic Avenger, and I thought that was bad. This, I'm looking forward to watching it. To be fair, I am looking forward to watching it. Oh. But yeah, so it was nice to know that he held on to it for me. It was pretty good. Now I've got a couple of newish 3D titles coming my way at some point. Very cheap. I've been managing to find quite a few movies for like £1 on eBay that people just are wanting to get rid of. So it's pretty good. So just yeah. Like I said, I will be doing a complete January, February, Blu-ray update. Oh, hey, Blu-ray Madness, thanks for joining. Yeah, I got a whole list of movies and crap I need to go through that I haven't shown in any video for the past 2 months. So that'll be done when my phone's charged, because I said I won't be streaming all night, but I still need something to do to keep my mind preoccupied. I was refunded for the faulty Ali disc today, even though they never got it back. I did send it back with proof of postage. Not much what you see, have you? Yeah, it sucks when they do that, though. It sucks when you have to send something back. See, me though, I've got this policy. If someone sends me a damaged disc or a dodgy copy of anything, I ask for the refund. And if they ask for it back, I turn around and say, well, actually, no, because in the end, I could send you this disc back, and then you could just send it to someone else who might not complain about it and might just accept it. And that's not fair. So I'll make you a deal. You send me a refund, and I'll destroy this disc. And then that way, no one gets it, and you won't be in trouble. And majority of the time, that works. Because it's true. I like it. That's what I did with the Crudes 3D I bought recently. It just kept freezing. I cleaned it properly. I did a whole bunch of different techniques. And it doesn't work. So I messaged the person instantly just said they'll give me a refund. And I said, okay, but what I'll do is I'll destroy the 3D disc. I won't give it to anyone. I won't send it back because I don't want anyone else to get it and have the same problems. So I said, yes, fine. Good for that. They just tell you to keep going. Yeah. So far, I've never had a problem with buying online like that. I've had a few issues, especially from secondhand people. Yeah, no, I've had a few issues with secondhand people. Not many. One of the things that peed me off was I bought a disc copy of Cube. The 15th anniversary edition of Cube, and it had the blue Love Film sticker on it, but the blue Love Film sticker was half peeled and all the pattern was missing. It was silver, so I had to take pictures and I sent it back and said, hey, look, this is what I've got. I'm not having this. So they said, okay, well, we'll send you a replacement. They sent a replacement, and it was just the Love Film sticker on it. Was left in here. Yeah, apart from Zavi sending me the wrong item, which I got to keep anyway and got my item for free. Never had an issue online. That's not bad. I've had good luck on eBay so far. That's really good. Yeah. So, yeah. It's just, like I said, at the moment, I'm trying to bulk buy a bunch of 3D titles just because I said 3D is dying a lot faster than I would like. I mean, from what I've seen so far, is that Bumblebee is not getting a 3D release, and that really hits me because like I said, I'm watching 3D trailers on YouTube, and the 3D Bumblebee trailer looks amazing. And if they don't do a 3D version of it, that is just a draw in the line. It's like Hotel Transylvania 3. The first two got 3D releases, which are incredible, and then the third one, nope. I noticed that Venom did not get 3D. Not in the UK, it didn't. No, it does in Italy, Spain, and Germany so far that I'm aware of. I know I want to get the German Venom 3D because it's quite cheap. So I've got the US Blu-ray, but I would like to see it in 3D. I mean, Kermit's Ghost said that he tried the 3D, and it's one of the best 3Ds he's seen in a very long time. So that gives me hope. And Kermit's Ghost don't lie. All right, Kermit's Ghost tells the truth when it comes to movies. I remember when 3D was once a wild thing, and it just seemed like everything made it seem less special. At least no, I can understand that. I guess if everything is pushed in 3D, then everything. Yeah, it's true. It does tend to feel a bit overused. But the problem is now is they're just cutting out with it now. It's like it's not even dying down gradually. It's just like no, some companies are just stopping, and that's what breaks my heart, because as a 3D collector, appreciator, and lover, that's something that I don't want to happen. If you really need you, I'll back you up there. I'll back you up. My 3D TV broke, so just using my 4K TV, I can still fix the 3D TV. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Both my 3D TVs are having problems at the moment. They're working to an extent, but there's a lot of issues with them. I've got to wait for one to get replaced. The other one I can't replace. I have no interest in seeing Venom in any. Oh, I think you mean no. I have no interest in seeing Venom in any definition of language. I would say that Venom is a okay comic book movie, but it kind of has aspects to mental health, and for me, that's incredible. Um, I mean, I know Alice really appreciated it because of the crap that she goes through, and the symbolism in some aspects. In some aspects, it's good, but in some, it's not. So yeah, I guess it just depends, really, doesn't it? Um, well, I said, take care, Jace. Thanks for joining, man. Haven't seen Venom yet, but will, just based on my love of it. Yeah, I mean, I said, to be honest, it's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be terrible because of what everyone was saying about it, but it's actually pretty good. It's a worthwhile watch, anyway. I'm definitely looking forward to Venom 2. I think Woody Harrelson as Carnage is a great idea. Woody Harrelson just has that face. It's like Steve Buscemi. Like that face of just danger. Tom Hardy was perfect. Yeah. It's better than Topher Grace. Oh shit. Do you know what? If the Venom movie was Topher Grace as Venom again, nah. Dude, they have no freaking interest in seeing Venom. No one wants to see Topher Grace act again, ever. Woody Harrelson as Carnage, perfect casting if you've seen that Jungle Affairs, which I have not. But I've seen Zombieland. I've seen Now You See Me, and my second favorite performance is I've seen him in Anger Management. I feel like dancing. And the man can act. Oh, gotta give the man some credit. The Now You See Me movies, yes, they are. Although I think they missed an opportunity, right? They missed an opportunity because if you check the film, right? So Now You See Me, Now You See Me 2, it would have made sense to have the same thing. But that would have made more sense than Now You See Me 2. It would have fit in with the feel of the movies. True Detective. He is fantastic. I have not seen, but I've heard he is incredible. So what? Oh. He was good in War and Pine, which I also haven't seen, which I need to. My wife is watching Cheers on Netflix, and I love him. Oh, I love Cheers. Cheers is good. I find my tissue for my nose. I'm gonna keep sneezing. And coughing. what do you think of Predator? Oh man, if you're talking about the new one, I haven't seen it either. I need to. I've heard it's bad, but it looks like I might enjoy it. I like bad movies. Yeah. Makes me want to watch it even more. I'll probably see myself streaming for like another 4 minutes, and then I'll probably end it for now because I'm getting quite like, as you can see and tell, yeah. I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to sell, but yeah. If I can't sell, then I'll be doing those videos. But if I can, then I'll be asleep. Who's dying? So I'm really gonna have it tonight. Just doing the phone call on my phone now. Exactly. Oh, fair enough. Everyone's got to go through. Dorian was good chatting. Hope you. Oh, thank you, Eric. See you soon, mate. Yeah. Just really feeling. I was saying at the beginning, I'm feeling quite emotionally and just physically down and sick, and a lot's happening. And what was your favorite movie of last year? Bumblebee. That film had such an impact on me. It was the first time I'd gone into a cinema, watched the film, and then wanted to go back because it made me feel like there's hope for the Transformers films. It just made me feel like there was hope. Ugh. Did you watch? No. Hey, OJ, we're on another stream that just ending right now. Oh, hey, Kubrick. Yeah, no, I may be ending soon. I'll tell you, I was going to mute for a second. I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm back. Let's have a look. Hyper. Oh, hello, Ricky. It was great when I picked up the I got to watch your music video. I was just watching Jimmy do. Oh, right, now up to speed. Right, right. You probably all have seen this, but if you haven't for some strange reason, I recommend you watch it because it was a very impactful movie. Let's see if I can get it. This was a really good film to watch. Um, I actually really enjoyed this. Now, I'm a big fan of The Prince of Egypt animated by DreamWorks. That's one of my favorite stories of Moses. But for a live action non musical, this was perfect. I really, really enjoyed this. I don't really ever get into like religious based movies. Watch the making of. Okay, I will do. I like how he said for my brother at the end, Tony Scott. It was really good. I like Ridley Scott, but I wasn't really mad about that film. And that's okay. It's not to everyone's taste, but just so much is happening in my life so quickly, and something like this, it made me have a few hours just to think about my life. It was really good. Ridley Scott in the top five direct. Oh, nice. Yeah, Ridley Scott's okay. I like it. Oh, yeah, have you seen The Ten Commandments? No, I have not. I've heard it's good. I said I'm not really keen on like religious-based movies. Only reason I really checked this out is because I've seen trailers to this in 3D, and I've heard the 3D is good, and I've heard the story is good. So I thought, while it was in Poundland for £2, I'd pick it up. Yeah. Although I picked up again Dawn of the Planet of the Apes in 3D, and that still sucks. Like the film is great, but the 3D is terrible. I thought maybe it was my setup, but no, no, the 3D to Dawn of the Planet of the Apes still is just naff. I heard a huge amount of content was cut out. Kingdom of Heaven. Basically the same story as Exodus, Gods and Kings. Okay, okay. So basically, it's a different telling of this. All right. Well, hopefully, I can check out the Ten Commandments then, because I really like Christian Bale and Joel Edgerton and John Turturro in this. I think they're really good. I like the fact that John Turturro was someone serious. I like that. But I really like the story. I like the action. I like the way the story was set. Um, and it's kind of strange, because when you watch Prince of Egypt, it's a good enough film like the DreamWorks one. But the thing that I love about this is kind of like what this story would have been if it was in real life. And I like that. I have all the cuts of Kingdom of Heaven on Blu-ray. The movie gets better every time I see it. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I must say, looks exceptional in 3D to me. No, that's the thing. Everyone says the same thing. Everyone says about how Dawn has amazing 3D, but for me, it just looks like cardboard cut out. It's just a 2D background with only a little bit of. And that's the thing, because Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is shite in 3D, only good when you see the turret. See that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, for me personally as well, like, it was just like a cardboard cutout. It was more like the pop up book 3D, but there wasn't actually much depth. There wasn't that much pop out. And the only reason I know it's not my TV or my glasses is because, well, for example, stuff like this, or Passengers, or Geostorm, or any of the Marvel movies I've just mentioned, they all have incredible depth and pop out. And just, yeah, and just for some reason, Dawn of the Players still doesn't. And it sucks because I would like to actually enjoy that film in 3D. It just feels so flat, and it makes me sad. The 3D wasn't very good in the cinema. Personally speaking, I mean, maybe using a projector rather than TV makes a difference. I will admit that I know a lot of people say it doesn't, but I've seen TV 3D and I've seen projector home 3D, and I've noticed that some films do have a tendency to look a little bit better. But I mean, it would take a lot of power to improve the 3D to that. I mean, like for me anyway. LJ, have you seen Kingdom of Heaven? I've seen Kingdom of Heaven. I like Kingdom of Heaven. I've also seen Troy, and I like Troy. I know it's got nothing to really do with it, but Kingdom of Heaven reminds me of Troy. So that's why I mentioned it. Yeah. But I'll stay for. I'll tell you what. I'll stay for another 9 to 8 minutes. I recently watched Passengers in 3D. And that movie is terrifying, like mentally, when you think about it. And I love the story. I love Chris Pratt. I love Jennifer Lawrence, and I love Michael Sheen. Really good actors and actress. Brilliant performance. But the thing that I love the thing that I love the most about Passengers is he genuinely did not want to be alone. That's not a good excuse for what he did, but he just didn't want to be alone, and you can't blame him for that. And he didn't even. He was planning on ending his life, but because he ran away, he stumbled upon someone that he thought he could love for the rest of his life. But the concept of waking up 90 years before your destination to also have to save the ship that's about to crash. It's gonna suck. And my heart hurts just talking about it. Pain. A lot of pain. Let's see what's going on. I'm not going to double dip. I've got to save money for the thing. Yeah. I guess that's one way to look at it. But yeah. Oh, basically, I've just been trying to catch up on a lot of movies recently. Trying to enjoy a lot of movies. A lot of 3D titles if possible. Like I said, on Geostorm. I'm not going to talk too much about the ones I've picked up, otherwise I'm going to avoid doing the video in a few days. But it's been quite a few titles, quite a lot that I've seen, quite a lot that I haven't. It's pretty good. I'm now 3 Marvel 3D movies away from completing the actual Marvel 3D set. Question says I took Right, so before the stream comes to an end, let's talk about the whole HMV bullshit. Get out of the way. I know it's meant to be saved. I know there's a chance that they're planning to save all the stores instead of just a select few. I also know that the guy in charge of Sunshine Records is buying out. I'll get a bit more into that in a second to answer this question. LJ, have you seen all the Marvel films almost? I have now seen all of them. I just need to own 3 on 3D Blu-ray, and then once I do, the 3D Blu-ray section of that pile will be complete. But I have seen, If you mean all Marvel movies in general, then probably still yes. But if you meant like the MCU, then definitely. My story's staying good. Good for you. But I will admit, I really, really like the guy who is buying HMV. And I'll explain that in a second. LJ, have you seen all the DC films? If you talk about the DC in general films, then no, because I haven't seen Road to Perdition. But if you're talking about the DCEU, then yes, I'm lucky to have my job still. Like, yeah, that is. I'm really, really happy that you still buy it. But I really love the guy that's buying HMV because I know someone on YouTube was actually reading out a report about what the guy said about why there's no website anymore. And I totally agree with this bloke, 100%. Apparently, according to the interview with the guys, he said that he's sick and tired of people ordering crap online and then sending emails or phone calls complaining that their stock is damaged or their delivery is damaged and they're not getting the item they want or they paid for. And the thing that I love about it is like, well, that wouldn't happen if you came to the store and bought it. Because you can check for yourself. And if there is a problem, then obviously we'll fix it. Here, we have to wait days and come days, come days. And he was saying, look, how many people get any kind of delivery online? You know, there's no guarantee. He wants people to get off their asses and go to a store. If you want to see what's coming out, instead of looking up online, go and see what they've got. And if you want to do anything in regards to getting a movie or any item from the HMV store, get off your ass and go there. And I 100% agree with this bloke. I think he is an amazing bloke. And I think getting rid of the HMV website is a good idea. I know a lot of people are going to go, oh, don't say that. But it's true. You know, I mean, the whole world's starting to become way too lazy. You can order your shopping online, clothing online, movies online. It's just all online now, so you don't have to communicate with anyone. You don't have to have a life. I think the guy makes a very good point that you should just do what you want to do. Actually, go out and do it. It's handy for people whose store is closing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Apparently, there's a chance that all stores could be saved. They don't know 100% yet. There's a chance. If there is a chance that all stores can be saved, then freaking A, great. That's a great thing to do. But if there's a chance that none of them can be saved, or the ones that are apparently going are still going, then at least we know that having someone like that in charge, it'll be good. It's all right, Trini. I'm leaving in a few minutes anyway. It's just I don't know if you've noticed, but my eyes are closing while I was talking. So I was going to go to the toilet 19 minutes ago, and then I saw you. Oh, so sorry, Sasha. I didn't mean to make your bladder burst. But while I was talking just then, my eyes kept closing. Like, even right now, I can't even keep them open. I'm knackered, but I really don't. I don't and didn't want to go to sleep. But I've also got a banging headache. I'm physically and mentally ill at the moment, and I just maybe getting some rest after this might help. I just needed some time to talk to people and keep distracted for a bit until I felt ready. But yeah, it was nice to talk to all of you. It was nice for all of you to jump in and keep me company during a difficult time. And like I said, when things calm down and there's no need for any of it, I'll do a video or a live stream to keep you guys up to date with why I've been away for so long. Because I've been away for a very long time and I feel like crap for doing so, but in the end, that should stop. Take it easy. I'm doing some fluids. I'm drinking plenty of fluids and I'm trying to have as much rest as possible. I keep getting woken up. Oh, it doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't honestly matter what I do. As soon as my eyes open Well, as soon as my eyes close, someone called them Rachel. Oh, you know that I really hope that things get better. You know what I mean? I know, mate. Because I know you know some of the things that I'm going on from before. That's just the problem. Is I mean, do you know what? Do you know what? It's I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna explain because maybe explaining now, I won't have a reason to try and avoid it. I'm not gonna get into like extremely personal details, just enough to know. These past few months have been very, very difficult. Not just for me, not just because we've moved, but it's been very difficult for Alice. A lot of stuff has happened that I can't mention. A lot of stuff's been said and done that I can't mention. But things were getting better for a while, and then things kind of just crashed. No, I know Kubrick. I'm not. I'm only talking about the things that I know I can say and that I want to say instead of what I don't want to say and what I can't. But things crashed, and Alice has made a number of suicide attempts over these past few months. A lot of them are close to being very successful. She has struggling a lot, and she's been asking for help, and she keeps getting denied it and denied it and denied it and denied it, no matter what she says or what she does. And it's been every day backwards and forwards to a hospital for 10 to 12 hours at a time, waiting for the same response. Go home and deal with it. And it's gotten to the point where it's actually putting a strain on me and Alice. We've been having a lot of falling outs. I've been considering moving back to London. Um, and it sucks because I've always been there for her since I've met her, and I would love to continue being there for her. But at the moment, due to no one is offering any other help other than me, she just feels like it's not in a nasty way to me. She knows that I'm doing my best. She's told me she appreciates everything that I do, but it's not enough. Yeah, no, it is. I'm gonna say this now because I want evidence that I've talked about this. The thing that she keeps getting told at the moment is that she has a thing called capacity, which is what they've said is she has her own mind to choose. Like she can choose things herself. So she basically she, as you all know from her videos, that she hears voices, she does stuff with voices that tell her that she's useless, she's ugly, she's horrible, she doesn't deserve the life, she deserves to die. She hears all this stuff. And they turn around and she says, look, I've been told that if I don't take my life, someone I love or someone I know is going to get hurt, and it's either me or them. And they go, well, that's your choice. No, that's an ultimatum. The choice is something that you choose to do. She does not want to do any of these things, but yet she's told she doesn't have a choice. It's one or the other. And that's the only kind of choice she gets. And they just keep sending her for the part, no joke. 2 to 3 months this has been going on for. Every single day. And every single day they just send her home so you can deal with it. Or tell me to leave. Say, oh, you don't need any of this stress, you might as well leave. I can't leave. If I leave, she'll go. That's on me then for leaving. I can't. Just because no one else gives a crap doesn't mean I'm going to stop. Is she saying, no, that's the problem, Kubrick. Well, Brian. I'm going to start calling you Brian, mate. Sorry. I say Kubrick because it's there, it's easy. No, that's the problem. She's meant to be. But her problems are too severe for a standard staff member to deal with. So she has to go from person to person to person every 2 to 3 months. One appointment every 2 to 3 months. That is not enough support. And then I get called, like when I call the hospital or the ambulance for her to go to hospital, they turn around to me and say, "Oh, so you just don't want to bother being her carer, then, do you?" So I am being her carer by calling you because things getting too much, and there's only so much I can do at home, and it sucks because the person that I love and the person I want to see spend the rest of my life with thinks she deserves to die, and she doesn't in any way, shape, or form. And no, Brian, she has got medication. The problem with the medication is it makes her sleep for 23 hours a day. And that's not a joke because she tried taking them recently 4 days in a row. And in them 4 days, she was only awake for 1 hour a day. And I screamed at her, I shouted at her, I shook her. She would not wake up. And the problem is she has constant nightmares. And if she has a constant nightmare within that 23-hour period and I can't wake her up, she thinks she's being tortured. That's why I had to stream tonight because she's currently at the hospital again. Now, normally I go with her, but this is the bit that I can't really get into. But there's something that's been happening recently where I've been told that if this happens, I should let her go on her own because this is something that they have to deal with when she is on her own, not when I'm around. Fair enough. That's the thing, though, Brian. They're not offering her anything. They're not offering her hospital treatment. They're not offering her home treatment. They're not offering different medication. They're not offering support. They're just going, well, you've got capacity. You can deal at home. No, she can't. No, she can't. We was at the hospital a couple of weeks ago, and there was a girl in there, but no joke. Similar problems to Alice. Difference was she's got no partner whatsoever. No family. Her family live in Devon. She lives where we live, which is hours away. The only person that she has an ex-partner who controls her medication and his family do, which makes no sense. But she said to the hospital that if she goes home, she would end her life. And that she lives alone. She's got no one to support her, so she didn't want to do that. And they said, well, we're not just going to keep you here because you can't be asked to look after yourself when you go home. That was the treatment that this girl, and she was younger than me and Alice. I mean, we're 25. She must have been about 17, 18. But she has to live alone because of her mental health difficulties, because people cannot look after this woman. So she has to look after herself with the medication, which she's not allowed because her ex-partner took it. Thank you, Sasha. And yeah, Brian, it is. And I've been fighting with the teams, the mental health team, which crisis team is meant to be good in a crisis, but apparently it's not good enough. And I've been yelling at them, I've been shouting at them, I've been very demanding. I was saying, hey, look, she needs fucking help, and you're not giving it, and she needs it now. And that's why I said earlier in the stream that I was on the phone to Samaritans for over 2 hours. Like, that was for myself because I've got a lot of things going on for me. And I don't like talking about myself, what I'm feeling, what I'm going through. I keep all my shit to myself because I need to be there for Alice. But in the end, this was just one night out of the many where I just broke down and I felt like it could be my last night. So I needed to talk to somebody that could just make me for a second not feel as useless as I already do. But they just don't care anymore. There was a news report recently about a 14-year-old boy who killed himself due to the crisis team saying that he had capacity. And he told them that if he was to go home, he would end his life. And they said, oh, all teenagers have those thoughts. He said, okay, you'll see when they go home. And then he did it. And then the crisis team would put, well, he had capacity. It was his choice. You know, all we could do is try and offer him the guidance to not do it. They didn't offer him nothing. 14 years of age. And it makes me wonder how many people younger or older, how many people who are alone, afraid and suffering, and they know they're going through something that not everyone does, but they have no one to talk to. When they do, they get told they're perfectly sane or perfectly fine and that they can cope at home. It makes me sick. It makes me physically sick. And because of these people, it's now taking a toll on mine and Alice's actual relationship, because there is no more relationship. It's just now a job as a carer. It's keeping her alive instead of enjoying every day. I still love her. I'm not going to deny that. I love this woman with every breath in my body, right? And if I didn't love her, I would not have stayed for 6 years of it. But it's only been this past year and a half that's been the worst for her because of stuff that's happened. And it's just crazy. Thank you, Ryan. But in the end, she thinks everyone gives up on her. But no one believes her, no one takes her seriously. But in the end, I'm still here. And I think that's why sometimes she takes out on me, is because she knows I'm the only person that's around. She doesn't have anyone to really vent to, so she vents to me, but then apologizes. Sometimes I can handle it. But these past few days, we've not been able to be happy. We've not been able to enjoy life because we've been too busy constantly fighting with each other or with the mental health teams. And I caused a problem at the hospital because a professional lied to my face twice. She came out and turned around to me and said, "Oh, we'll call Alison and talk to her first, and then towards the end, we'll call you in, ask you any opinions or anything that you'd like us to do, and then obviously we'll let you go or do whatever needs to happen." I said, "Okay." 2 minutes later, even though it's supposed to be a half an hour to an hour appointment, 2 minutes, she's come back out with discharge papers. Woman hasn't even spoke to me, didn't even acknowledge my existence. So I went up to the counter and said, "Look, don't get me wrong. I'm a calm, I'm a collected person. I don't like causing trouble. I don't like starting fights. But when a fucking professional comes to my face and tells me they're going to do something and then don't do it, how the fuck can I trust that professional?" That professional lied to my face. So I don't know what she's saying behind closed doors to Alice. I don't know what she's feeding her, like information wise. It just fucking sucks. It pains me to say it, but the NHS priority is to make money, not to cure. And healthy people are not. Yeah, but that's the thing though. If we paid a private mental health team, she would get the fucking works. If we paid private, she would be either in a good hospital for a time being until she recovers, better medication, better assistance, because we're paying for it. Because it's the NHS, they don't give a shit. Even the hospital turned around and said, "It's appalling. We have hundreds of suicide and mental health patients. We keep trying to give them to the crisis team or to the mental health team, and they keep turning them down because apparently they don't match the criteria." If someone is hearing a voice telling them that if they don't kill themselves, someone they love will die, how does that not match criteria for help? She's been hearing this since she was 8 to 9 years old. Very long fucking time. Maybe look on me. I've looked everywhere. I've looked everywhere. I've told every doctor, every paramedic, every nurse, the hospital, the Samaritans earlier. I've told everyone. Everyone thinks it's so disgraceful the way she's being treated. Only people who don't think it's disgraceful are the mental health team themselves. That's why my sister is having to go to Germany for treatment. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It sucks. They don't care anymore. And that pisses me off to no end. Like I said, that's why I wanted to do this stream, because I was in a really bad state and I needed to keep my mind. Because I was tired but I couldn't settle, and I thought maybe doing this, it might knacker me out a bit to finally get some sleep. Plus, looking at the camera for too long already gives me headaches and stuff. And I know wearing the hood doesn't help in the end. I have to at the moment because my hair is a mess and I can't fix it. You are to be condemned for what you or commended. I thought it condemned. I was like, what would I do? No. That's the thing. I don't. That's what I don't want. The mental health team think that's why I do it. They go, "Oh, you just like the attention of always having to do things." Like, I'd rather not have to call you and tell you my partner wants to die. I should not have to sit there and tell you on the phone that my partner is telling me how much life would be better without her existence. I'd much rather be sitting there holding my partner till the end of time, telling her I love her and her being happy to be a part of this world. That's what I'd fucking rather. So how could I enjoy this if this is not what I fucking want? We moved from London because we fucking thought there would be better help here. We were told there was better help here. If this shit happened in London, I would have got a phone call the next, literally, as soon as she got to hospital, I would have got a phone call saying, hey, look, clearly we don't think she's safe to go home. She don't think she's safe to go home. Would you like us to keep her in hospital for a while, help her get better, and then when she's better, send her back? And if that's what she wanted, which is apparently what she does, fine. Fine. I'm as much as it will hurt me to have to say goodbye to her for that long. If I know it's going to help in any way, me and her, fucking go for it. But no, down here it's just, oh well, she'll have to cope. She tried to jump out this window behind me. She opened it fully and tried to jump out. I had to pull her in. They turned around and went, oh, that was her choice. And I made this point to this same team. I told myself, okay, you keep telling her she's got capacity. That's all her choice. You're giving her permission to die. You've given her permission to end her life. And they went, oh no, we don't agree with that. I said, right, so when you keep telling her she's got capacity, that's her choice, it's her choice, her choice. That's telling her it's okay. No, we're just saying that, obviously we don't want her to do it, but if she wants to, no one can really stop us. I fucking stop her. But you can't forever. Eventually, she's just going to do it. I thought the whole point was to prevent that from happening. Like, is it just fucking me, or do I know their job better than they fucking do? I did a couple of months studying psychology, and the first thing, I tell you this now, you look it up, the first fucking thing you learn about psychology or psychiatry is the people that say they're fine are the people that need the most help. 99% of the time, she keeps saying she's fine, there's nothing wrong. That's when you know something's wrong, because whoever needs it tries to deny it because they're afraid of it. The people that start going, oh yeah, I'm crazy, lock me up, they're the ones who don't need it. They're the ones that aren't crazy, because crazy people won't admit it because they're not crazy, they're struggling. And that's how you know someone's really genuinely got mental health or they're faking. If someone who goes, yeah, I think I'm crazy. I think I'm crazy. Or I think, yeah, no, it's not crazy. Crazy is a fucking caveman term from years ago. It's mentally ill or mentally suffering now. Because they go, oh, well, it's not easy for us to deal with mental health because we can't just take an x-ray and go, oh, there's the problem, let's fix it. No, precisely. You can't see it. You don't know what to do. So the best thing you could do is fucking try something. Don't just leave it at home. It really hurts me to know that it's this amount of help she'd get. Yeah, she does. That's the thing. But she's asking for it, and they keep telling her she needs to deal with it at home, and that's the problem because she can't. And then they just go, "Oh, why don't you and her move out?" Because that's not going to help. Thank you, madness. I mean, that's the thing. I always will try. I will try anything I can to make sure she's safe, even if that's not what she wants at the time. I love that thing. All right, give me a second. Worth it again. How many more times? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that worth it? That extra drink a day? Yeah. But no, but the problem is you still weren't okay with the one in the afternoon. And the reason I am so sorry. I muted it and I muted it and I started typing. And basically, as I started typing, the actual mute key came unmuted. But I guess not from that much of the conversation. I guess you pretty much can see what I mean. At the moment, due to what happened tonight, she's on 2 different drips. She sounds like she's completely doped up on whatever the hospital's given her. She can hardly speak. She feels sick. So, yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what's happening. This is what's been happening the past few months. Drips, suicide attempts, and yet in 7 to 8 hours' time, the first thing they're going to say to her is, you can go home now, home. That's what she's going to get. No. Oh, I really don't want to finish off a live stream on that note because that is a really, really depressing situation. You know, it's just. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to get into gruesome details, but I'll tell you guys something. Only if you guys want to know. So you can. I'll have some rest soon, but I just want to make one more point about how fucked up this system really is. How fucked this system really is. So if you're all okay with knowing, just say yeah. If you don't want to know, then just put no. And if you say no, I won't say anything. But I just want to prove, I want to get as much evidence out there about how fucked up people's treatment is for mental health patients these days. All right. Couple of months, no, about, a couple of weeks, a month ago, when this shit really kicked off. As you guys may have been aware, it depends on if you guys have watched any of Alice's videos or have you seen her in mine. You notice that she has a lot of scars on her arm. Now, she feels really shameful about those scars. Me, I'm not ashamed that she's got those scars. Yeah, does it break my heart to see her wounded? Of course it does. Of course it does. You don't want to see the person you love scarred and hurt anyway, especially self-inflicted. But her way of dealing with her depression and mental health was, it's better to scar herself than end her life. That's how she always saw it. And when someone gives you that decision, when the person you love turns around to me and says, hey, look, I've got 2 options. I can either scar myself or I can end my life. You can't say anything. As much as you don't want to see that person scarred, you also don't want the person dead. But something happened which gave her some extremely bad news. And I mean, it could have been future-ending news. And she decided to use Stanley Blade to do her arms, which is her normal choice. But this time they were really deep, really, really deep. I've still got the pictures on my phone because I had to prove to these people that gave her this news how serious this situation was. Because they said that she was perfectly fine. Her arms were completely coated all the way down to the wrist. Not on the actual side here, but like around it all the way up. You could not see the color of her skin due to how much blood was there. She went to the hospital like that. They cleaned them up and said, go home and wait a month for an appointment. That'll make you feel better. Go fucking home. She turned around to him and said, look, if you send me home, I'll probably just do it again because I've got the access to the stuff and I still feel this way. That's why I'm asking for help. And they went, it's fine. I mean, it's your choice if you want to do it. So I guess it's up to you. So she came home and then she did. She reopened all the old ones with new ones. They got infected. They had to be cleaned and antibiotics again. The hospital still sent her home. It sucks seeing someone that you care so much for think that they're that worthless, that they deserve. And this is the most heartbreaking bit. She self-harms, not just to not end her life, not to end her life at that point. She self-harmed because every scar represents something bad that happened in someone she knows life because she feels responsible, even if she isn't. And that is still not enough to get proper help. She scars herself because she blames herself for everyone else's problems. That's not enough for help. And when she asked if she could go to a mental hospital for a short period of self-help, they turned around and said, nah, there's already 5 patients in there and they're crazier than you and they'll make you worse. How does that fucking help? I try so much not to talk about Alice's problems or our problems with young because YouTube isn't for that. You know, don't really like people knowing your business, but there's only so fucking much you can sit there and take while people are pushing you down, making you feel this fucking big when you know for a fact that you're right. It's literally making us physically and mentally sick, both of us. And all they keep saying is, oh, well, you've got to look after yourself, so why don't you just leave? How does that help? How does the only person who saves her ass be Asian? How? It makes no sense. The mental health teams are fucked up in the head. They're the ones who need them. I'd rather trust the mental health patients to help me out with my issues than the mental health team that do a job that they can't fucking do. I've always had bad opinions of the Samaritans. Only because once I called Samaritans for somebody and I said, hey, someone I know's had a really shitty day. And the person went, tell me about it. My day's been. And I thought, okay, I feel really bad, but that's not helpful. You know, trying to help someone else out and then someone else is unloading their problems too. But tonight, the guy that I spoke was fantastic. 2 whole hours and 10 years I got to speak about the problems that I've had for 10 years that I've kept inside that no one really knows. Not even Alice, not her. It's shit that I've ever really unload. I was bursting into tears. And it was nice. It was nice to have someone ask me what I was. And he is an unpaid volunteer for Samaritan. Not even a trained professional. And yet he done a better fucking job. This is the reason why I've not been able to do YouTube videos, you know, try and contact as many of you as possible. And I'm not gonna lie, and I know you guys are gonna probably say it's okay, but I do apologise that I haven't been able to do many videos, and Alice has always taken me away from YouTube for so long. In a way, there are some things that she's doing that me and her need to work out as a couple. That's nothing, but banning if the mental health, so it's kind of linked. So me and her won't calm down until the mental health gets fixed, and that's the problem. That's where I am. I can leave. I've got the option to go back to London. It's just not what's right now. You know, if that has to come later on a later date, then fine. I'll be prepared for it. But that's not what's needed. I'll happily leave for help if that's what has to happen. But no, things are dying down, and eventually I just try to do every day one, try and keep this active. It's why I don't really, because this goes through a really bad she's someone else, and then she'll end up trying to avoid reaching happening. But no matter what that woman goes through, and no matter what she does, I love her to pieces, and I ever thought could love someone as much as I love that woman. And I'm also going to say this because I want this to be documented. This is actually a good thing, good positive thing. In London, right, when I was living in London, my weight went up quite drastically because I was in some way self-harming myself. I was eating when I weren't hungry. I was eating because I have countless and I family. When we moved here, Alice turned around to me and she said, "Right, do not want to see you in the hospital." I used to eat